Hello, students. Let us begin with the new poem from your textbook, that is Unit 4.1, Under the Greenwood Tree. This poem is written by none other than the famous English poet and dramatist William Shakespeare. I'm sure you've heard about him or read some of his works. In the lower class, remember, you had a chapter called Merchant of Venice. Similarly, he has written many other plays like Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Macbeth. And this poem, Under the Greenwood Tree, has been taken from his famous play called As You Like It. If you get a chance, do read it, class. Now look at the picture very clearly that is there in this poem. If you look at the picture, you have a boy out there with one leg stretched out, with his hands raised high, sitting on a lovely green pasture land with a nice tree out there which has lots of fruits, flowers. You can even see birds out there. What does it indicate? It indicates how relaxed this boy is, how peaceful he is, taking the pleasures of nature around him. And he is happy. And that is exactly what the poet is telling us in this poem. To be close to nature, to be happy along with nature. So let us read the poem and understand it in a better way. Under the Greenwood Tree by William Shakespeare. Under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me and turn his merry note unto the sweet bird's throat. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Here shall he see no enemy but winter and rough weather. Who doth ambition shun and loves to live in the sun, seeking the food he eats and pleased with what he gets. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Here shall he see no enemy but winter and rough weather. Now let us understand line after line what is the poet trying to tell us. Under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me and turn his merry note unto the sweet bird's throat. The poet is saying he loves to lie under the greenwood tree. Under this tree, he loves to lie. Why? And moreover, he says he loves to sing like the sweet bird. And he loves to sing merry notes, happy songs. Just like the sweet bird is singing with its melodious throat, with melodious voice. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Here shall he see no enemy but winter and rough weather. The poet is calling every one of us. He says, come hither, come here, he's saying. Come here, why? Because he says, there are no enemies when you enjoy nature. We have a lot of enemies in the form of human beings out in the world. But it says nature is so beautiful. It is never like an enemy. It never backstabs us. It never betrays us. But which are the only enemies when you're enjoying nature? Winter and rough weather. These are the only enemies. But even these natural enemies, we can still tackle it. Winter, we can still tackle. Rough weather, we can still tackle. We can handle these seasons. But when it comes to betrayal by our friends, betrayal by other human beings, it becomes difficult then. These enemies can be more dangerous than the enemies that nature has. So, therefore, the poet is saying, come and sit underneath the tree, come and be peaceful underneath the tree, because there is no one to disturb. Who doth ambition shun and loves to live in the sun, seeking the food he eats and pleased with what he gets. So the poet says, who loves to relax underneath the tree the one who has avoided running after ambition, the one who is self contented, the one who is happy with what he has in life. And therefore, he says he loves to live in the sun, he loves to enjoy the warmth of the sun, seeking the food he gets. He goes to find only the food, only that much food that he wants for his body. He does not go to unnecessary accumulate things. He doesn't keep things, unwanted things in and around him. Sometimes we do that class. Even though I don't want to eat a lot of food, still I feel greedy and I keep on keeping different types of food in front of me. And then finally, when I cannot eat all, I throw it in the dustbin. That's not right, isn't it? Therefore, the poet tells us eat only that much that you want. Try to keep only that much food that you can eat. Don't unnecessarily accumulate things. And pleased what he gets. So it says, the one who is peaceful in nature is the one who is happy with whatever he has in life, satisfied with what he has in life, doesn't go running after riches, wealth, property, money, fame. No, he's happy with what he has. Come hither, come hither, come hither. Here shall he see no enemy, but winter and rough weather. And finally, the poet once again repeats the same lines. He says, come and sit underneath the greenwood tree because there are no enemies here. Okay? Rather, we have only to face winter and rough weather, not any human beings who are our enemies sometimes or many a times. So, this is the explanation of the poem, class. So, the message or the central idea of the poem is that one has to learn to relax in life, one has to learn to be peaceful in life, one has to be self contented and self satisfied in life, and give time to look at the nature around, give time to be happy and relaxed. All right, this is the message. Now, if you look at the rhyme scheme of the poem, look at the lines out there. You have under the greenwood tree, so you have tree, and then you have next line, the last word is me. So, tree is rhyming with me, therefore, it will be A. Then you have note, throat, so that is rhyming together, therefore, it will be B. And then you have hither. So hither is not rhyming with anything, so it will be C. Then again you have C out there, enemy, weather. So if you look at the rhyme scheme of the first four lines, or rather first five lines, it will be A, B, B, C. A, B, B, C, and remember you have to write it in small alphabets. Okay. Similarly, if I ask you, find out the rhyming words in the second stanza. So you have shun rhyming with sun. You have eats rhyming with gets. And remember, when you write rhyming words, put a hyphen in between the two words. Hyphen means a small dash. Okay. Now, if you look at the figures of speech out here, not many. Look at the fifth line. Come hither, come hither, come hither. It is repetition because you have out over there the set of words come hither repeated thrice. It can also be called as alliteration because you have the letters C and H or the sound of letters C and H being repeated. Similarly, at the end you have an exclamation mark, so it can also be an exclamatory sentence. So, this is the explanation of the poem, class. I hope you understood it. Thank you.